Hello, and thank you for joining us here at Shelf of Shame as we go through a campaign of Kingdom Death. Kingdom Death is a boutique horror survival settlement building board game we picked up on Kickstarter. It is an immense and massive and wonderful game. Basically, you take the role of survivors in this, what I perceive to be a subterranean hellscape where the ground is nothing but stone faces screaming in agony, and there's no source of light other than lanterns. You start off as survivors who don't have any knowledge of anything other than survival. You don't know how to speak, you don't know how to do anything, you don't have a settlement, and you just go from there. So we're going to be running you through the prologue, which will set the stage for the setting, as well as we'll show you how the settlement is created, and it'll just go from there. We presume that you know how to play Kingdom Death or have at least watched a tutorial video. We are going to be explaining things as we go along, at least in terms of trying to make sure that you can follow what's going on, and we're not going to go through exactly all of the rules, but we're going to do our best to make sure you can follow along. And also, so you can catch us in all the times we inadvertently cheat. I'm sure there's going to be a fair amount of that, although it's unintentional. So moving on with the prologue. There's a nice little story in the rulebook we'll go through. Once upon a time, there was a place of carved stone faces. A man with a lantern lay sleeping a dreamless sleep. The man knew nothing. One day, the man woke up. He rubbed the dried ink caked over his eyes and opened them. Around him, he saw other people stirring, and beyond, a horizon of unbroken darkness. A woman approached the man with the lantern. Her soft hand reached out to him. They had no words. They were a mystery to each other. Suddenly, a monster emerged from the darkness, its eyes wild with hunger. It attacked. The people were no match for the monster. It tore their flesh and crushed their bones between its teeth. Some it devoured whole. Overcome with terror and grief, the man with the lantern collapsed to the ground. Cold stone noses pushed into his side. There was no escape. But the man did not want to die. Desperately grasping at the cold stone faces, he felt a crack and tore at it with all his might. A piece of stone came free. It was sharp and deadly. The man with the lantern scrambled to his feet, his weapon clenched in his fist. He took a deep breath and roared into the darkness. Somewhere in the place of stone faces, nameless men and women stand together. They have nothing but a need to survive and a lantern to light their struggle. And that'll lead us right into the prologue encounter, where we fight this beast that we awoke to as it chewed and decimated and swallowed whole other survivors. And we appreciate you joining us for this campaign and this adventure, and we're sure going to have a whole lot of fun, and we hope you do too. So join us for the prologue. You'll be able to see where our settlement progresses from there.
Okay. Do we want to roll to see who is going to get
Monster controller?
monster controller? And then
Sure.
are we just going to... Okay. Guess it's... Who are you? You're white?
Yep.
Okay.
And did we name our characters?
Not yet, because it just gave us the basic names. But yes, white is as Urza.
Got it.
Urza Minor. All right. I will roll for Zachariah, who's blue. He's an 8. I'm rolling for me, green.
Everybody says.
So that would be you. White.
Everybody have their little
Urza.
waist armor up.
Alright, so the introductory battle. First thing that happens, Lion draws the claw card. Closest threat, facing in range. Nobody
None.
meets that. Closest threat, field of view.
All of us.
Yes. So,
You choose you for some insanity.
I sure will. 2 attacks, hitting on 2 up.
You can't roll a line against yourself.
Oh, I'm the monster controller though. 1 hit. See where that gets me.
Cheating begins.
In the foot. Ow.
Okay, so
And that's that.
Ezra takes a hit to the legs.
It hurts.
Okay.
Oh my god, it hurts. Now it's our turn.
Yep. Now, I don't recall. We can go in any order we want?
Any order.
Okay.
So want these two guys go first then?
Yeah, I can run over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Is that what we want?
Well, remember, in the introductory scenario, the first hit location is the Strange Hand.
Okay.
The crit event on that is gate +1 permanent strength. So if one of us wants to focus in on Fist and Tooth, Hand and Fist,
Be interested in
Oh, I see what you're saying.
chuck your stone, get a crit.
Okay, I was not aware of that. Okay, that's a great idea. I don't want to chuck my stone, so if you want
I'm
to.
not scared to chuck my stone.
Does he want to be standing here when he chucks the stone, or does he want to, like, maybe... what's the lion going to react? Is it going
It
to run
doesn't
away?
react to this.
It's just going to stay still?
Yes.
Okay, well, then I
Boom.
guess movement doesn't matter at this point.
Well then, I'll have Alistair chuck his stone. Boom.
Okay, so let's...
Spend an action to sling the stone from anywhere on the board. Archive this card for one automatic hit that inflicts a critical wound. And that is hit location. Boom.
We pulled the Strange Hand location.
Critical wound. Cancel reflex on this card. You hack off the monster's hand. Spend 1 survival to treasure this moment and gain +1 permanent strength. Persistent injury. Lost hand. So, +1 permanent strength. Moving on up. That means I am surely the first to die.
And spend your survival.
And that's 1 wound to the lion.
That was Alistair.
And
Archive the Founding Stone.
Okay, and then, so the lion didn't react to that. Did you want to move and not be standing right in front of the lion?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
If you want to go, I'm totally okay. Can you make it to this side?
Well, no, I can't make it to
okay,
that side.
so then I'll run over to that side. And then I will attack with Founding Stone. Speed 2 hits on, since I'm in the back, I hit on a 6. One hit.
There seems to already be an inordinate amount of 1s being rolled. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Alright, I got the beast flank. There's a wound reaction and a critical wound.
So he's got toughness 6. Your strength is 1.
So 5 plus.
Yes.
Critical!
Crit.
Cheating. Alright, the white lion is knocked down. Pew! That's it, but we do take a wound. Or you give him a wound.
So what's the consequence of being knocked down?
All attacks hit on a 3-up.
Oh, I like that.
And then you cancel reactions.
And he stands up when?
When he draws his next AI card.
Okay, so he's just down for you guys.
Yes.
Do you
Well, I may as
does
well
he
go.
still have a blind spot while he's knocked down, or no? Since he's not standing.
It says that all attacks hit on a 3-up.
Okay, so
under
blind
knockdown.
spot wouldn't matter.
Yeah, in place of normal accuracy.
Okay,
So
so now you can
I may as well just go. I'll stay where I'm at. Oh, actually, I want to be out of field of view. So, oops. 1, 2, 3. I'll just go there. 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. I've hit him in his scapular deltoid as well as the beast's paw.
both have failures.
Well, and
Oh,
he's
you
knocked
ignore
down,
the
so we
reactions.
ignore those.
Okay.
So we'll do the paw first. And I also have a strength of 1 thanks to the Founding Stone, so looking for a 5 to wound. That's a crit.
Oh my god.
Hey, that's on camera. That's fine. let's just move it. That's a lantern. So your attack destroys the white lion's foot. It loses its leverage. The white lion gains -1 movement token, gain 1 lion claw white lion resource, and we've now broken his foot.
I certainly like gathering resources at this stage.
What was the resource we got?
The white lion claw.
Sounds like you got some guitars in the making.
I'm always a big fan of guitars. And the next attack is the scapular deltoid, looking for a 5. That's a 7.
Do
That
we
is
move over
another
the other
wound.
card? No. And 7 is another one.
So there only one line fly in this deck? Oh no, I just missed it. Alright.
All right, so we're doing pretty well so far.
Okay, so that was
Kingdom Death.
Ezra.
What's happening here?
And I've got our remaining survivor here. What's his name?
That is Zachary.
Zachary. He is going to come around into the blind spot and also do his attacks with the Founding Stone. 2 attacks hitting on 3s. That is 2 hits.
Well, they having a knockdown.
I have never seen
This is amazing.
And we hit him in his soft belly and the beast temple. I don't really have to worry about the order because he's knocked down, so we'll hit him in the temple first. 9 is a wound. And then in the soft belly
Wound.
was an 8, which is also a wound. You know, this is probably the best we've ever done.
Good thing we got this on tape.
Okay.
Nobody would believe this.
Face your
These
enemy.
new weighted dice are great. Good job on that.
That makes
And then
it
it's the monster's turn.
Monster controller goes to Zachary.
Alright, which is also me. The next AI card is a mood. Not gonna help him out. Enraged.
So he stands up.
Yep. So he'll stand up. When this comes into play, draw an AI card.
So the mood is technically a wound.
Well, yes. While it's out, he has 1 fewer card in his
Yep.
AI deck. So he's gonna get +1 damage while this is out. And then that goes away only if one of us gets dismembered or killed.
Let's not do that.
Well, he doesn't have very many cards left, so he's probably not
he's
going
down
to
to
get around to that. He's going to draw Claw. We're back to Claw.
That's all he did this game.
Yeah, he clawed
Oh my
once,
gosh.
clawed twice, and yeah, he might still kill us.
That is insane.
Closest threat facing in range, that's nobody.
one.
Closest threat in field of view,
That would be you.
white or red.
White. No,
Yep,
that'd be white.
So he's going to turn, attack me. 2 attacks, hitting on 1s or 2s. That is 2 hits. Where did he claw me?
Body
The head
and head.
and the body.
And this is Zachary.
No, this is Urza. Ezra.
Oh, white. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, that'll be a severe injury to my head.
All right. So you're taking 1 to your head
Yep.
and 1 to your body, and you're not going to dodge that head one.
No, I'll save it.
So now you roll on. Is
No.
the head a major or is it a minor?
That's a severe.
That's a severe. So you don't roll on that right
yeah,
now.
just get knocked down.
Oh, if you
It's
take
only when
another one, then you would. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's only when you take a wound that you can't fill a box in for.
Got it. So you're knocked down.
All right, that was the lion's turn.
So you're down to fist and tooth, huh?
Yep.
So I can run over and poke it,
Do it.
hitting on 6s. 2
Nice.
hits, 1 perfect hit. Yeah, these dice are amazing.
Yeah, we're rolling really well.
Fuzzy groin. Oh, here it is. You gotta get us that pouch.
So I need to crit the fuzzy grind.
Oh, this one actually has a really good crit as well. 1 random basic resource and +3 insanity.
So I want to crit both of these.
Yeah, I mean, always.
I think you can only do 1 though before it.
Yeah.
Might as well do this one. It doesn't have a reaction.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's standing back up.
So hitting on 5s. That's 1 wound.
Nope.
No crit.
He is now down to just his basic action.
Or dead. Hitting on 5s. I'll use my 1 per game reroll.
You
So-
don't get that until you.
But
have
that does have a failure. The white line swats back. Perform basic action against the attacker.
All right, I'll handle the basic action. Interlude. Didn't we find out that you only get the once per lifetime reroll once you have a certain like innovation or society principle?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, is that real? You don't get it from the
Yeah.
beginning?
Yeah,
Huh.
it's not.
I did not know that.
Percy and I found that out when we were doing our last campaign together. And I'll be damned if I remember what it is.
Interesting.
Back to the books.
All right. Well,
So basic attack is 2 dice.
Yep, basic attack is 2 attacks hitting on 2s.
Swing your shooter.
a 3 and a 7.
7. 2.
In the head and the waist. I'll take them. So that knocks me down.
Because you took a severe injury to the head?
Yes. And he hit my skirt. Okay.
So you have no more armor left on your waist.
So Zachary can get that blind spot.
He sure can.
So let's see if I can.
Alright, Zachary has moved around to the beast's blind spot and is going to attack with his Founding Stone. 2 attacks, hitting on 6s.
No!
Whiff and whiff.
And whiff.
That was worth the
Alright.
stop motion. Alright.
So,
It's up to you, Alistair.
You'd want to move your hand entirely out of the shot.
Whatever, we can play.
Okay.
alright. So now, mine is different now, correct?
What are you looking for?
Well, you
So-
just have +1 strength.
But do I still have 2 attacks is my question.
Well, this is your
Oh,
fist
there
and
we
tooth
go.
down here.
I was looking for that.
So 2 attacks.
6.
One hit. No hits.
No, because you're less accurate with
You
fist
hit on
and
an
tooth.
8, yeah.
Should
Whiff.
have got more of a run.
So that makes it claw time.
Or basic action.
Oh
So,
yeah, basic action. Claw's
Monster
gone.
controller extends to you. You get the basic action.
Lucy. Oh, Lucy. Alright, okay, so closest survivor in field of view. I am no longer a threat because I am laying down.
Does it
so-
say closest threat in field of view or closest,
Closest survivor, you're right. So I can target myself.
Oh,
And-
can or have to?
Can, because I could also target
Oh, is it field of view?
field of view.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so
Facing.
Take
that
some
will
insanity.
give me some insanity. And hitting me on 2s. 1 hit.
Oh, +1 damage.
Oh, we didn't do that for the last time I got hit. Oh, I don't like that. So I roll 2 more dice for that last time.
No, it's just each one of them would have done 2 damage.
Yes.
So if you would have taken the wound to your head, you would be rolling on the chart.
Oh, it doesn't roll.
No.
You don't roll extra dice. You just do more damage to the specific location.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how that works? Oh, I did not know that. Okay, well then I will use my survival to dodge that one.
So you are not knocked down then.
So I'm not knocked down. Not knocked down. But yes. So a little bloop, rewind. Okay. So these are 2 damage to that specific location.
Yes.
Okay, which means I would have been knocked down. Oh no.
Because of the
No, I
body.
wouldn't have. I would have taken 1 to the waist and then
It avoided the head injury.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't like this anymore. Oh boy.
Yeah. Well,
So
Wait, why are you rolling for hit locations now?
because I got
Oh,
hit.
he's a.
But I'm rolling 2, but they're both waist. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I got hit to the
it's a
waist for
serious
2
injury
damage.
to the waist.
So it knocks me down, and I take a serious injury. Correct?
Correct.
Yes, you don't have any survival to dodge.
No,
do you?
because I dodged my head injury.
All right,
So
you will be rolling on the serious injury chart. Severe
This-
injury chart.
this took a turn.
Roll well.
Well.
I thought we were walking out of this one.
Oh, 3.
That is not well.
That's actually not too bad. You have bleeding kidneys. Gain 2 bleeding tokens.
Oh,
Oh, that's it?
That's super
Okay,
easy.
I
yeah.
can survive that.
Nope, not permanent. Not well. You would have rolled a little lower. You'd be dead.
Yes. I'm
Which
aware
you
of
would have
that.
taken a serious turn then.
so I say we let Zachary swing first then. Being in the blind spot and all, and then he can move away.
I get to stand up. All right, Zachary is going to swing with his Founding Stone. 2 attacks, hitting on 6s because we're in the blind spot. 1 hit. It is the beast's heel. You clip the tensed muscles of the heel.
That line needs to relax.
Find your cheatiest dice.
Use the white one. Alright, so toughness 6, strength 1 from the stone, so looking for a 5 to wound.
9.
Wound.
Line is down.
Line is down.
We are mighty hunters.
Let's harvest his resources.
Got an extra claw. Didn't get anything permanent.
So we get 4 line resources and 4 basic resources.
Correct.
Do we get a hunt XP for this first
Yes.
prologue? We do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess just for...
So we got a line claw, a line tail, a line claw, white fur, and a great cat bone.
Ooh.
Alright, survivors prevail and aftermath. If the white lion is killed, the remaining survivors are victorious. I think we're victorious.
Monster organ.
In the aftermath, players should fill the
That's
first
just bragging.
unfilled box in the Hunt XP section.
Cool. Broken lantern, and monster hide.
I would have liked to have seen more hide.
We came through that just fine.
Yeah.
That's the best I've ever come through the starting hunt.
Yeah, nobody's permanently injured. And we
Typically.
did really well.
Typically, if you get something like permanent strength, you immediately get some kind of wound that gives you -2 permanent strength.
And what do we have, like 3 or 4 crits?
Yeah,
That's insane.
pretty healthy. I'm for it. Bodes well.
We only saw the claw and the basic action. Oh yeah, I did pull out the mood, which helped us actually. Well, sort of. It made me bleed in the waist area.
You weren't using it anyway.
Survivors return, so we gain the endeavors. So no, that's not what happens. What happens with survivors return? We name the settlement.
Yep,
Which
we have to name the settlement, which also gives each of the returning survivors +1 survival.
Alright.
Which I believe puts us up to our max of 1. We also heal any light or heavy injuries. That's it for survivors return.
So we gain 4 endeavors.
Right, 1 for each of us surviving the hunt.
Okay. We updated the timeline to Lantern Year 1.
Right.
And then
As part of that, it tells us to do the settlement event of first day.
yes. Settlement event first day, and then story event returning survivors.
First day settlement event. The survivors wander, drawn to a blooming light in the distance. They find the serene comfort of a towering pile of lanterns and a small collection of scared people. On a deep, instinctual level, they know this area is safe, and they make it their home. Roll 1d10 to determine your starting population.
Ooh, no whammy!
On a roll of a 4, we have 8 unnamed survivors, plus our 4 returning survivors. Alright, the next thing on the first day, it says, return to the settlement section of the first story and proceed to the story event of returning survivors. Then we pitch this card. Won't be used again until we all die and start a new campaign. Returning survivors. Story event. First, we have to nominate a survivor to utter the first words.
Who do we want that to be?
Sounds like you just volunteered.
Alright. Urza
Oh,
will volunteer to say the first words.
What are the first words?
The first words are get busy living or get busy dying.
Sounds like she's gonna put us to work.
Yeah, sounds like this is going to be a rough settlement. Because I know which one I tend to get busy doing. The work. There is monsters out there.
Okay, so she has to skip the next hunt.
Yep, she steps forward and gains +1 courage.
Oh,
That was very brave of her.
that was Urza.
Urza
Okay.
gains +1 courage for speaking the first words. Our survivors discuss their situation, realizing they must hunt to live. Add the white lion to the quarry list on the settlement record sheet, and because you instinctively know how to speak now because I did it first,
Good job.
we gain the language innovation.
Okay, I will add that.
Love language.
And then we'll have the innovation deck with language consequences.
And I will tell you what those are. So that gives us ammonia, drums, hovel, inner lantern, paint, and symposium.
So are we innovating?
Well,
I think
not just
innovation. No.
yet. We've got to finish this.
Oh, gotcha.
So, finished with their work, the settlement gathers around its glowing center. Armed with language, the nominated survivor aptly names the glowing center of their home the Lantern Horde. The settlement gains the Lantern Horde settlement location. The nominated survivor sits in front of the Lantern Horde in awe and gains +1 understanding.
The chosen survivor gains that?
Yes, Urza.
So Urza gains it?
They must skip the next hunt phase as they ponder the meaning of existence. Alright, so that was the returning survivors. So then we move on to
Develop.
how do we want to spend our endeavors?
Well, I think we want to innovate.
I'm always.
Because we can only do that once per settlement phase.
Yes.
So I think that we should do that.
Bone organ hide. Spend them if you got them.
Where are our resources?
Right here.
In the list.
So we have 4 basic and 5 white lion. And then, so we have to use the monster hide. I mean, the monster organ, because that's our only organ.
Right.
So, oh wait, that's a basic resource. So the monster organ,
And the monster hide.
just use the basic hide,
Yeah.
As well.
and then just use a claw.
We
We have 2 claws, and we have 1 great bone, great cat bone.
What's the difference on what they make? Is the question.
Well, the great cat bone is used to make white lion helmets. Also a spear. Whereas the lion claws, you also need that for a spear. And they're used in the guitars.
So what's more important to us, spears or guitars?
Well, I think that should be...
I don't necessarily have interest in the spear on this one.
Well,
Different wrap.
did your character have an interest in pursuing Fist and Tooth?
I think I might.
Okay, because otherwise you're the person who should get a weapon.
I think I'm more interested in armor than weapon.
So, should we just use one of our lion claws since we have 2 of those?
Yes.
I thought you wanted guitars.
Yes.
If you want, I don't care.
We'll be hunting the lion again. I'll rip off
It's
another hand.
100% what you want to do because I don't really have a preference.
We could make 1 guitar with the lion tail and with the lion tail and the lion claw that we have left over,
Okay.
and then we can save the great cat bone for
So we're gonna use 1 lion claw
yeah
for innovation.
We'll get another one.
Okay. So we're innovating, and we're gonna draw 2 innovations. We're doing it.
Yes.
Yes.
Ammonia and paint.
Well, I am a big fan of ammonia,
I like that.
but there's also a good chance that we get that from a hunt event for the lion.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if we have 3 up understanding, if we just come across this one random white lion hunt event, we get it.
Well, what does paint do for us?
Paint is the settlement swells with creative energy. All survivors gain the dash survival action.
I like that. A whole action added.
Well, you get to use a survival to do an additional move action.
Yeah, that seems awesome.
That is good, especially considering we can do that in response to certain enemy actions, where then we dash out of his.
Yeah, I would lean towards that then, and hope that we get the ammonia from a hunt event.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the strategic implications of paint, which is a phrase I never thought I'd say, but I think we absolutely should go with paint.
Having more options during combat sounds wonderful. Especially when lions run off of people. You can't get to them.
So we're doing paint,
We are doing paint.
and that gives us all dash.
We also gained encourage from language.
Yes, we now have encourage and dash as options. And so our innovation deck consists of ammonia, drums, face painting, hovel, inner lantern, pictograph, sculpture, and symposium. So we still have 3 endeavors, and you wanted to build a guitar right away?
Well, don't we?
Well, we need to build
the
the
plane.
Yeah, we
we-
can't
we
until the
have
next
to-
hunt.
Yeah, but I want to save those resources for a guitar.
But we can build the settlement locations, right?
Yes.
Is there anything else that we would use these for currently?
Other than building buildings, we
Yes.
can't. There's nothing to spend it on.
So the only
Because you only get these.
separate thing
fractions.
is if we wanted to build like the skinnery, and then if we had the resources to build whatever the skinnery opens up.
Sure. Rawhide boots are pretty good.
I mean, if you're wanting to go armor, then I would say we definitely want to build a skinnery.
I think we should just build all of them.
Just have the 3 basics right away. Because what is? Can you grab the skinnery and see what you need to build the next phase of that?
Yes.
Oh,
I
it's
can
this
sure
shirt.
do that.
That's
Oh, we can't do that one right now anyway.
yeah. I like the shot.
Oh, we need ammonia for leather worker, don't we?
Leather worker settlement location. You need 3 hide and 1 organ. So I mean, it's not possible right now. We don't even have an organ.
Oh, it's to make leather we need ammonia.
Yes.
Got it. And then what else is there? Organ grinder, bonesmith.
Yes.
I like just having our options open if there's not much else we can do with it anyway.
3 bone and 1 hide,
Well, honestly, I don't.
and 3 organ and 1 hide.
Yeah. So we're not making any of the
Secondaries,
buildings.
Yeah,
but
so
we're just
we're out
gonna
of those
do this.
anyway.
Yes.
Make all 3 of those.
Just spend a year doing some construction.
Now we have options.
Well, I guess my question is does anybody want to actually go in for the full armor set of skinnery? The rawhide stuff.
Bonesmith, organ grinder, and skinnery. I think a full set of hide armor would be a fun goal.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that. The drum.
So the rawhide armor does have a really sweet bonus, which is anytime, if you have the full armor set, bonus 1 armor to each location, and then you basically have a 50% chance of not actually spending survival when you spend survival.
That's pretty nice.
Just dashing all over the place with your paint.
Getting away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea. So do we want to build anything currently?
Well, we're gonna get plenty of hide.
So let's see what we have for resources left. We have 2 bone and 2 hide. You wanted to save the bone.
I want to
Oh,
see
you
the
and
lion.
1 of the hide.
Well, we'll get hide anywhere. I don't need any special hide. We should save the white fur for white lion armor, and we should save the lion claw for a guitar or a spear. That's my only concern.
So we have a bone and a hide right now that we could use.
Well, I'd prefer not to use the bone.
So save the bone.
Well, actually,
We have the great bone.
the
So-
next lion's going to be a lot tougher. I would prefer us to have at least 1 decent weapon. Probably a bone knife, bone axe.
So we could build a 1 bone
Can't
item
do the axe.
because we need an organ and we don't have an organ.
A knife would be nice.
And we could build 1 piece of armor.
Generally, head armor is a good one to start with.
We can't build any head. Well, we can build a headband.
Yes.
What does the headband do?
Just gives you 1 armor. It's got a blue affinity that will eventually come in handy, but not right now. Just head armor.
So who wants a weapon? I guess is the question, because there's bone blade or bone dagger or bone darts. That's all we have available for weapons.
Well, I would not mind just somebody rocking.
Is this
a
the
bone
rawhide
dagger.
stuff here?
That's the rawhide stuff.
So rawhide headband is just an armor.
I'd rock some daggers.
Rawhide pants is armor.
Well, I'm always a little leery about making the bone blade because it's frail. So if you hit,
It can shatter.
well, it
On
will
a dense
shatter if
location.
you, try to hit a super dense hit location.
So the boots give you a foot armor and a survival on departure.
Which our max is still just 1 right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if we had taken ammonia, it would have gone up to 2.
Okay, so that's pointless at this point. Vest gives you just 1 to your chest hole.
Your chest hole.
Well, what do you call it? We can make a drum.
No,
All right.
we can't make the drum.
Yeah, we could.
The drum's required.
Oh, we can't make a drum.
Until we learn what a drum is.
And we can make gloves. When you depart, gain +1 survival. So as it sits, you could build an armor to protect something. You want to protect your head?
I think that'd probably be the best one to start with.
So are we going to do that? Build the rawhide headband?
Yes. And we should use the lion tail to do it, so we keep the lion fur for armor.
We're going to use the lion tail, you said?
Yes.
Here is the skinnery stuff. So you're going to rock that on your head hole?
Where's the one?
I don't want those bleeding tokens anymore. So our locations can go away.
Well, were we going to make a weapon, or are we going to try to crack this out?
Oh, that's completely up to you. I thought you were saving that stuff for
Well, I want
to
to
guarantee that you get a guitar.
Well,
It's already too late for that? Or
no, we're holding on to the lion claw, which all you need is a lion claw and some hide to make a guitar, which we won't be able to do until next year.
So we don't have a Caterium anyway.
It's just a question of whether we want to use the great cat bone to make probably either a bone dagger, bone darts, or bone sword.
See the dagger?
It's basically like your founding stone, except you get an additional attack and you get a +1 survival on a perfect hit.
Alright, so what are these again? The first one is the number of...
Well, this is speed.
Speed is how many
That's
dice you
3
roll.
Attacks.
Okay.
You hit on a 7-up, and then you have +1 strength, so have 2 to this, so you'd take 2 off of their toughness.
That would not be bad for me.
Well, let's buy him that then if you want to rock it.
But then you're rolling 3 dice.
Yep.
The risk there is pulling traps.
And you've got the armor to protect your head if you do.
Alright, I'm for it. I will be a dagger wielder.
So basically for this settlement phase, we found the lantern hoard, built the bonesmith, the skinnery, and the organ grinder, made a rawhide headband and a bone dagger.
Here's the
And-
scary stuff.
We innovated paint, which makes us go fast.